There is a house where nothing is ever out of place. Not just tidy, precise, controlled, exact, every surface cleaned, every object aligned, every detail accounted for. And inside that house is someone who cannot fully relax until everything is right. From the outside, it looks like discipline, high standards, control. But for many people, this has very little to do with the house. For the extreme cleaner, mess is not neutral. A cup on the counter is not just a cup. It registers as something unfinished, something unresolved. The brain does not see an object, it sees a problem. And cleaning is not really about hygiene, it is about relief. That brief moment when everything is in place and the internal noise goes quiet, the surface looks clean, but what is really happening is regulation. The dirt is not the issue, the feeling is. This pattern usually begins where control was missing. In chaotic homes, unpredictable environments, moments where emotions, tension, or instability could not be managed, a child learns something important. I cannot control what happens around me, but I can control this. A drawer, a shelf, a small corner. Order becomes more than preference. It becomes safety. And this doesn't only start in childhood. It can form later, during periods of loss, uncertainty, or overwhelm. A breakup, financial pressure, grief. When life becomes unpredictable, the mind searches for something it can still control. And the environment becomes the easiest target, not because it matters most, but because it responds immediately. The house becomes controllable reality. Here is what is often missed. This is not just behavior, it is physiology. When something is out of place, the body reacts. A low-grade tension, a subtle internal pressure, an unfinished signal that keeps firing. The nervous system treats disorder like an open loop. Cleaning closes the loop. Wiping, aligning, organizing, these are not random actions. They are regulating movements. Repetition calms the system. Visual order signals completion. The body shifts briefly into relief. Cortisol drops. Breathing softens. The system resets, but only for a moment, because the calm is conditional. It depends on the environment staying perfect, and life does not cooperate with that. So the loop reopens, again and again. What looks like discipline from the outside is often dependence on a very specific condition to feel okay. There is a cost to this kind of control. A home that must stay perfect stops functioning as a home. They apologize for small things, not because anyone said anything, but because the space communicates it. Nothing here should be disturbed, and over time, even the person maintaining it feels the pressure. Because rest becomes impossible. The mind keeps scanning, the body stays alert. Attention locks on to the next imperfection. The environment is calm, but the system is not. The house is controlled, but the person is still responding, as if something isn't. This does not change by forcing disorder, and it does not change by lowering standards overnight. It changes by expanding what the body can tolerate. Start small. Leave one thing out of place on purpose. One cup, one object, one visible imperfection, and do nothing. Notice the discomfort, the urge to fix it, the tension rising. Then stay. Breathe slowly. Longer exhales than inhales. What you are doing is not being messy. You are training your nervous system to learn something new, that the alarm can turn off without fixing the environment. That calm is possible, even when things are incomplete. Over time, this creates a second pathway, a different kind of safety, one that does not depend on perfection. And then a deeper question becomes possible. What am I actually trying to control? Because the object was never the real target. If your home always needs to be perfect, understand this. Your behavior is not random. It is a strategy, a precise, effective strategy your system built to create stability when stability was missing. But strategies can outlive the situations they were built for, and you are allowed to update them. A clean space can feel good. There is nothing wrong with that. But calm that only exists in perfect conditions is fragile. Real calm travels with you, not on your shelves, not on your counters, inside your body. And that is the kind of order that cannot be disturbed.